UedSoldier, a player that we have yet to feature here tonight. Likewise, Nikich has had a bit of a rougher performance so far and went down to Nikich, went down to Strange, and we'll see if he can recover against UedSoldier. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Leylines, we have the green Protoss player, the green Protoss himself. For CSO Esports, it is UedSoldier. Oh, it's going to be a short one. It's going to be a short one. As spawning in the top right-hand corner, going for the 12 pool, we have the red Zerg player representing Alien Esports from Belarus. It is Nikich. Let's go. Let us go, as we do have Nikich going for the initial 12 pool, droning up, taking his third base, but being hyper aggressive early on. And I was curious if the drone was going to be sent across the map, but no, being kept on his own side. UedSoldier coming with a pylon block. Nikich, he does move out. Yeah, he's going for the proxy hatch. Let's go. So he's going for the hatchery across the map instead. Nikich running up to 14. Overlord pops, and here come the Lings. Now, UedSoldier is checking for the expansion. He has not gone into the main. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what's going on. We have 6 Lings in production. Hatchery is coming in. And he doesn't... Okay, he can block the wall, and he will. Here we go. Does wall off, or does block the wall. Lings are moving. He's still looking for the base, looking for the expansion. Now he knows. Now he knows what's going on. Now he's aware, but this is a late scout, late reaction from UedSoldier. He's trying to re-wall. Zelda's being chronoed. Lings are moving out. And UedSoldier, he confirms lack of gases. Yeah, no gases. Now he realizes, now he has confirmation. This could have been seen earlier, but UedSoldier, he never went into the main. That is on the probe, or the pylon, the Protoss. On UedSoldier. And here we go. Lings are moving in. Lings are moving in. Now, what this hatchery does create is some awkward SimCity here from UedSoldier. Does create more surface area to work with. Lings are getting on top of the gateway. Zelda cannot afford to get surrounded. More Lings are coming. Oh, that's speaking of. Oh my god. Whew. Okay. We do kill. I mean, the Zealot gets caught. Zealot is going to go down, but now as the second Zealot has arrived, more Lings coming in. It gets us around on the second Zealot. Both Zealot fall. Now the gateway's under fire. Now, thanks to the Chrono, I believe the Adept should pop out. Gateway takes a lot of damage. Behind this Nikich, he's droning. He's expanding. Hatchery finishes. Okay. I see you. Hatchery does complete. The gateway will fall. But remember, Nikich, he's droning up back at home. At least he's trying to. Oh. Nice setup. As the Lings, they should be cleaned up here. Nice started stepping. Oh my god, catching out the Adept. Ay, ay, ay. One more hit. Oh my god, barely not. Adept does survive. I spoke too soon. Shield battery's on the way, and the Adept, it looks like he will barely get within range. Oh my god. It barely gets within range. The Adept will hold. More Lings trickling in. And, I mean, what kind of game state are we in here? I feel like this is an overextension from Nikich. Like, the initial 12 pull was okay, but the Queen is a bit much. There's a second shield battery. The Adept should never go down. And this Queen, it's gonna fall. Likewise, the Adepts, they can't really do much here. Again, this is a big investment by Nikich, especially allowing the hatchery to finish. Queen goes down, Lings are dealt with. UedSoldier, he has a better economy, he has a higher probe count. And Nikich, he has some catching up to do. He's making more Lings again. Oh god. It makes Lings, he cancels. Yeah, very indecisive here from Nikich. I mean, I say indecisive. I mean, I don't think those Lings would have gotten much done. So unfortunately, just a rough decision. And trying to drone from here, it's going to be awkward and difficult for Nikich. We'll see if he can recover. Meanwhile, UedSoldier, what's he going for? A charge follow-up. This is going to be a very strong charge timing here from UedSoldier, as he has no gases at the natural, just pure mineral income. The gateway kind of still low, but extra gateways are now on the way. Just now getting a second gateway. Should be getting to at least 4, potentially up to 6. Queen is good if you can get creep tumors down and deny the natural. I mean, it was just, I mean, there was already a natural is the problem. Remember, like there was already an expansion. So yeah, it was just a really rough decision there for Nikich, and it cost him a lot. Back at home, he fully walls off. Lair is on the way. Nikich still trying to resaturate, trying to reestablish himself. To be honest, from here, UedSoldier, he doesn't have to commit. It is a 2-base all-in, by the way. He's got a 5 gateway explosion, getting him to 7 gateways on 2 bases. Ay, ay, ay. If UedSoldier wanted to, he could just take a third, right? You just take a third base, just macro from here. But no, he is committing. Charge is done. Prism is on the way. And we're going for the charge all-in. Let's go. And did I say 7 gates? Getting up to 8 gateways. Jesus. So it's going to be an 8-gate 2-base all-in. Pylon does fully wall off to make sure the Ling Runby does not slip by. UedSoldier is locked in more ways than one. And he commits. Now, back at home, what is it to defend? Now, Nikich has been droning. Remember, his drones have been very late, so he's been stuck re-droning, resaturating. He's lacking upgrades. He's knocking down his own wall. And he is supply blocked. Now is not the time. It's supply blocked. We do need extra warp ins though. UedSoldier knocking down that front door, going for the upgrade. Do you have a re-wall? Yeah, secondary wall behind this. Eva chambers that get thrown down. UedSoldier getting over the wall though. Yeah, it does hop over, goes for a massive warp in. The warp in is not going to be denied. And Nikich is being broken here and now. Again, nice ferrying over here. Juggling his units over the wall. Does get over to the other side. And there's nothing here. There's just nothing left. Voids are being pulled. Another massive warp in. Roach is going to be going down. And UedSoldier, he's just snowballing out of control. He's snowballing out of control. He cannot be stopped. And Nikich, he's broken. The natural is compromised. That's a kill on the Roach Warren. And denies Roach speed. And with that, he gets behind the army. I'm loving this juggling here by UedSoldier. He's crazy. Gets over to the other side. The wall means nothing. The choke point means nothing. Boys are being pulled into charge lots. Oh god, it's gonna be a brutal trade. More Zells trickling in. I mean, nice drone drilling. I will say that. Nice, very nice drone drilling. Oh my god, crazy. He's holding. He's defending. He does hold on. But for how long is the question? As more Zealots trickle in, the army continues. Drones are getting very low on HP. GG, and UedSoldier, he will break through nonetheless, and he will take game number 1. Whew. GG. Does take a lead in the series. Again, it all began with the 12 pool, and I wasn't opposed to the initial 12 pool, but Nikich, he did commit quite hard to it. He committed quite hard, and then he pulled away, then he committed again. Like it was again, just a really rough position there for Nikich, as he wasn't quite able to pull off the aggression, but also he wasn't fully committed into like droning up afterwards. Yeah, he was of 2 minds, and in the end, GG. In the end, GG well played. UedSoldier, he survives the all-in. I should say he survives the aggression, he survives the 12 pool, he survives the proxy hatchery, and with that, he snowballed out of control. GG. And now we're getting into game number 2, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Amygdala, we have the green Protoss player representing CSO Esports, leading the series 1-0. It is UedSoldier. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the red Zerg player from the land of Belarus representing Alien Esports. Down in the series, we'll see if he can recover, we'll see if he can bounce back and make it into the playoffs. It is Nikich. We go. This time, he's droning. This time there is no 12 pool. This time, we're calming down, back. We're calming down. Haha. Let's go. As Nikich does go hatch first. So again, just hatch first opener here by Nikich, going hatch gas pool. Standard build, standard play after a bit of a messy game 1 with we're just taking a breath here in game 2. Does anyone know what UED stands for? It's United Earth Defense, right? It's one of those names where in the lore it is aligned with Terran, so it's like UedSoldier. What's going on? What's happening? It's like if Hydra was a Protoss player, and Hydra is a Protoss player. Just saying, shaking my head. But UedSoldier, from my understanding, it is a arcade mode. There's like a UedSoldier like arcade game or something, and that's where the name comes from. But in the lore, I believe it's like a Terran thing, like a human Terran like faction, right? The UED, yeah, okay. United Earth Directorate. There we go. I was close. Defense Directorate, same thing. It's like but apparently, like, it is an arcade mode or an arcade map, and that's where he got his name. Still kind of weird because it is Terran aligned, but sure, we'll allow it. If Hydra can be Protoss, then UedSoldier can be Protoss as well. Everyone's Protoss. It's fine. Hydra, Zerg, at least the Red Hydra Volt. I know. I'm referring to the other Hydra. I'm referring to the High Hydra. Referring to Hydra. Sure. What's the more obvious one? If Raynor can be Zerg, then UedSoldier can be Protoss. That's maybe another more modern equivalent. God damn it. For those who don't know, Raynor, the Italian Zerg player, his name is spelled with an E because he didn't know how to spell Raynor, like Jim Raynor. Like, it was meant to be Jim Raynor's name, but did misspell it, and he just stuck with it. There you go. There you go. For those that are unaware. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. He made the name when he was young. Okay, it's fine. Don't need to know how to spell to play StarCraft. Kappa. Jesus, we're popping off, by the way. I was a little bit distracted. We do have a Twilight Council opener here out of UedSoldier going into Glaive Adepts. Not just Glaives into DTs. Darkshrine also on the way. Very committed, very dedicated here on 2 bases. Now, Nikich checking his vision. He didn't get into the main base, but he does see all the Adepts, so he's getting ready here with his Roach production. Thankfully, we do have a safety Spore here at the Natural. The thing about this kind of opener and seeing this build, you don't know if there's DTs or not. So we do have a safety Spore, at least at the Natural, but the 3rd base is exposed. And so is the main. Only 1 Spore. So there's still potential for Dark Templar. They can still get damage done, whether it's in the main base or at the Natural, or at the 3rd location. Adepts, they move in. Oh. Taking down some of the Roaches. At the same time, Prism into the main. Adepts, their shade is denied. So far, so good. Dark Shrine finishing up, going for the DTs into the main base, but the Spore's in position. The Spore just has to be ready. At the same time, though, the Spore's going to be targeted down. Can he get the Spore? Oh, can he get it? Oh, he can. Just barely. The Spore does fall. The DTs, they survive. And now they're going for the mineral line. Alas, there is no backup Spore. Does hug the Spore. Going for the base instead. Adepts, they do wreak havoc at the 3rd. No shot. Can he kill the base in time? He can't. Jesus. Oh, my God. He kills the base before the Spore finishes. Ay. Not like this. Despite the transfuse, the hatchery goes down. He saves the Dark Templar. Adepts are in the Natural. They're wreaking havoc. No saturation, no droning, no income, no nothing. There's nothing here. He's long distance mining. Oh no. And he's not happy with 1 base. He's gonna get the other as well. The 2nd hatchery goes down. And Nikich is down to 1 base. He's down to a 1 base, barely a 1 base economy here. Nikich, he's all in. It's all or nothing. Oh no. Yo, the power of 3, it wasn't even 4 DTs by the way, it was 3 Dark Templar. Crazy. Your DPS was insane. Oh god. And Nikich, he's in a rough position. Things are looking dire here for our Zerg player. Ay. I mean, sure, he delays a would-be 3rd, but it doesn't matter. UedSoldier, he's building up Immortals, safety shield batteries, getting ready for an all-in that isn't coming. Nikich, he's double expanding, he's trying to rebuild, trying to resaturate. Hoping to at least. But honestly, UedSoldier, he has options. If he wanted to, he could just expand, to be honest. He could just expand, get a third base, and just chill. Just chill in 3 bases, and just macro up. He doesn't have to go for a push. Like, the best chance for Nikich to survive in this game is for UedSoldier to overextend. As Nikich knocks down those rocks. Oof, Archon drop comes in. UedSoldier does expand. And again, there's just nothing pressuring UedSoldier. He doesn't have to commit. You just chill. Just get some snacks. Kick up his feet. And settle in. As he's just building up a higher and higher immortal counts. More gateways on the way. One base in a dream. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. I mean, okay, so there's a chance. There's a world where if this Prism goes down to Biles, if UedSoldier misrallies, if he moves out with some stray immortals, if he pushes prematurely, like there are ways here. Basically, Nikich is waiting for a mistake. Speaking of, oh, there was not a wall. Lings, they fought in. Okay. Yeah. Hero! Not like this. Lings, they bust into the natural. Likewise, they bust into the main as well. Probe's going to be going down, and this is a strong moment here for Nikich. What does he get done, though? Probes are falling in the main, getting 4 probes so far. Not bad. Getting up to 4. Getting us around on the Adepts, getting up to 5. UedSoldier, he's racing back into the main, he's getting choked up. At the same time, we do see Roach Ravager towards a 3rd. UedSoldier out of position. He's being dragged out of position here. Can he knock down that 3rd? Can he knock down the expansion? Alas, denying mining. Going for the Nexus. Again, UedSoldier completely out of position. But now just going for the mineral line, getting secure damage, getting 12 probe kills. But does pull away. Nikich, he doesn't risk it. I do think he could have tried to have killed the expansion, but he gets the hell out of here. I mean, he doesn't have roach speed. True. He has no roach speed, so if he was forced to fight, there was no escape. Oh, no. Oh, he's back. The Dark Templar has returned. Get out of here. You're an animal. Okay, this time we have a spore, thankfully. This time we have a spore crawler. And that was good damage, and suddenly UedSoldier, he has no economy. He has no economy at the 3rd base. He's down to 40 workers. He is going for his own 2-base all-in. The terrifying thing, though, here is that the army is terrifying. The army is massive for UedSoldier. Yes, there is a lot of Roach Ravager, but we have Immortals. We have Sentries. We have Force Fields. The base is going to go down. Expansion goes down. It gets just in 2 volleys. Nikich the supply blocked. Brutal Force Fields locking down the Queens. And there's so many more force shields that came from. So many sentries. Biles, they graze the army. No major losses. Oh! Sentries, 1 sentry goes down. Just the 1. Yeah, the army just gets sliced up. The army is sliced up. The Immortals just have their way with this Roach army. More reinforcements on the way. Warping in more Adepts. And Nikich's army is just being torn apart. He's only fighting 1 portion at a time thanks to the force shields. The force shields, they're brutal. Oh my god. They've zoned away most of the army. And UedSoldier, he's done it. He's snowballing out of control. GG gets called. UedSoldier, he will take the series 2-0, taking down Nikich and advancing on into the playoffs. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Very impressive play there by UedSoldier. Nikich, unfortunately, he was torn apart here. It was a brutal DT follow-up. As we mentioned, it's hard to determine whether or not there are Dark Templar. What I will say is that Nikich, he did have the tools to defend. If you remember, I believe he repositioned his Spore, right? He had a Spore ready in the main, and he unborrowed and repositioned it. As a result, the first Spore went down in the main, and that was the death sentence for the expansion, for the hatchery. Like, remember, he had 2 spores. He had 1 in the main, 1 in the natural. He uprooted, he unburrowed, and that was the death of the spore. That was the death of the spore, death of the main base. With that, the 3rd base also went down. Nikich was torn apart. With those 2 bases falling, that was game then and there. We saw that Nikich, he had some nice moments afterwards where he was able to go for some Ling run bys and pull his opponent apart, and he forced an all-in. True, did force an all-in, but again, UedSoldier, he was far enough ahead where it didn't matter, right? Like, he had just a terrifying army, just a massive amount of Immortals and Sentries. GG. GG, well played. Likewise, there was also a very shaky game in game 1 with the 12 pool. We don't have to talk about that. We don't have to talk about the 12 pool. Regardless, GG well played. UedSoldier, he will claim the series, and with that, we have our qualified players for the playoffs. Let's go. GG well played. Now, when it comes to the playoffs, actually, I can show this off a little bit here. Oh, we didn't get to cast him. We missed out on some of these matches. Ah. It's all good, it's all good. Let's switch our scenes over and catch up on the brackets. Here we go. Bam. Okay, from the top. So these are the results here of the group stage. So again, we have 16 players, I believe. Yeah, 16 players in total. We were able to feature at least some of the matches from the round from the group stage, from the rounds, and we have our final lineup here. Oh my god. Okay, so from the top we have GG Machine. He took down PvZ, Strange, and Young Yakov. Very strong performance here by GG Machine. We weren't able to cover any of these matches, so I'm a little bit shocked, a little bit surprised, but very well done here. GG Machine, of course, he is last month's third placing player. He came third place to Wayne and Strange in Fire Group Cup number 8. And of course, GG Machine, he's a very young player, very young. I think he's like 15 years old. Very young player, has a lot of potential, and this is the best performance that he has had in the group stage in a 5 Group Cup. So really well done. Second place was Milky Cow. Milky Cow takes down Replicant 2-0. Wayne 2-1. We did cover that series, and UedSoldier 2-1 as well. So Milky Cow in second place. We then have Shameless. Shameless in third. Shameless took down Def Mars, went down to UedSoldier, took down Art, and took down Wayne. Can I zoom out a little bit? There we go. Took down Wade in the end, which we did cover. We did cover that series versus Wayne. We covered that PvZ. Meanwhile, Young Yakov takes down Sickness Art, went down to G Machine, as we did see earlier here in the upper portion, and took down UedSoldier as well towards the end. So Young Yakov does make it through. Nikich, he makes it through as well, went down to UedSoldier. He had some good performances here. He took down Shameless, took down Nikich, and took down Nikich, of course, as well. So Nikich, he does take down does 4 to UedSoldier, takes down Sickness, Nikich, and Strange. Nice performance there by Nikich. Take down Strange. Again, I was rating Strange very highly. Strange, he barely made it out of the groups. Then comes UedSoldier. Again, had a really strong performance towards the end over Shameless, Nikich, and Nikich. Very, very strong performance. It went down to Milky Cow and Young Yakov, but again, like, I feel like UedSoldier is more of an underdog nowadays, especially in this group. Like, I rate Strange, I rate Shameless, I rate even Art above UedSoldier, so he had a very, very good showing here in this group. Wayne and Strange. Fun fact, Wayne and Strange, they are the 2 finalists of last month, and they barely made it out of the groups. Very surprising. I was rating them very highly here. I would say they are the strongest Protoss and Zerg players in the CIS region, aside from skills, of course. But despite that, they did struggle here. Going down to Milky Cow, GG Machine, Shameless, Nikich, like, they did stumble their way through. But regardless, did make it into the playoffs. So we have our top 8 players, and we'll be going over the playoffs in a couple of days. As a reminder, this is a replay cast. We usually cast this event live, but this event was last weekend, and we were at the time casting HSL. That is the Hispanic StarCraft League. So we were busy casting the Hispanic StarCraft League. Unfortunately, we can't cast 2 events at the same time. I would love to, don't get me wrong, but we weren't able to. So we're just catching up here this week with the replays of just now the group stage, and in a couple of days we'll be going over the playoff bracket as well. Let's go. Shout out to Sickness, Nikich, Replicant, PvZ, Art, Def Mars, Gref, and Fallinger for also competing. They did not make it through those groups. When it comes to any upsets, I do rate Nikich and Replicant quite highly, and even Art. Like, Art, he's very hit and miss, I'll be honest. Like, Art, like every month it's like he either shows up and pops off, or he struggles. So Art, he's a bit of a wild card. Replicant and Nikich, we've seen them perform very well as well. I want to say Sickness also made it to the playoffs last time, but they barely didn't make it out. But you know, they had their own good results, had their own good showings. GG well played. As in the end, that is going to be our initial lineup. Shout out to Gref as well. True. Gref was also there. No Night Phoenix, unfortunately. No Night Phoenix. No Rostock either. I know Rostock, he has also competed in this in the past. But with that, GG, well played, as we do wrap up our initial broadcast for the day. For those that are unaware, I mean, I believe it's on our schedule here. Not quite, but we have another cast in a couple of hours. We're going to be live once again here in 4 hours and 20 minutes. So in 4 hours and 20 minutes, we're going to be live with our second cast of the day, with day number 2 of the of the Brazilian StarCraft circuit. Circuito brasileiro, papi brasileiro. So again, the Brazilian StarCraft circuit is going to be in 4 hours time. You can see it is at 3 a.m. KST, 3 a.m. KST, 4 a.m. AEST. And I'm gonna go get some sleep. I'm gonna try to nap for like a couple of hours, like 2 to 3 hours is the goal, to sleep for 2 to 3 hours, and then we'll be back and we'll do it all over again. Let's go, baby, let's go. For those that are curious, there is an offline event happening in Brazil. There's an offline event happening in June. It's still in June, and in the lead up to the offline event, it's happening in Sao Paulo, by the way, in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Let's go. Is happening over in June, but in the lead up to that, we have the group stage. We have group stage 1, which we covered day 1 of yesterday, and we're covering day 2 today, which is going to be group C and D. It's going to be a live broadcast, of course. Today we're going to be using a clean feed as well, so won't have as much of a delay as we did yesterday. So we'll be casting from a clean feed. Again, that's going to be in 4.5 hours, so I'm going to try to get as much sleep as I can, and hopefully I don't sleep in. I haven't done so before, but I am a little bit anxious always whenever I sleep so close to the cast. So I'll set all my alarms, and hopefully I don't sleep in. Hopefully it's all good, and we're able to wake up in time and jump into our next broadcast. Let's go. Let's go. Hi. So just catching up with the chat. Went behind Dark Shrine, went even Dark Shrine, went ahead Dark Shrine, anytime Dark Shrine, Bobby, anytime. Let's go. Hero teach every protoss in the circuit, or what? Yes, he has taught everyone some bad tendencies, habits. There we go, bad habits. Oh no. But yes, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Again, we're going to be able to wrap up this tournament in a couple of days. Just double checking, our next broadcast for Firegrow Cup is going to be on Saturday. So Saturday is going to be the playoffs. Meanwhile, we're back again in 4.5 hours. Sorry, 4 hours and 20 minutes. 4 hours and 20 minutes. Again, I'm going to try to sleep for a couple of hours. So we'll see you guys later on tonight for some more StarCraft action, for some Brazilian StarCraft. Otherwise, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content, if you enjoy the casting, if you enjoy the stream, the channel, the content, then consider following us. Consider following us on all the social medias. Exclamation mark socials in the chat. We do stream and cast on a regular basis here. As you can see, we cast twice a day, every single day. And as I mentioned, because we can't cast everything, we're overbooked. If we could cast even more, but we're at capacity, and there's just even more StarCraft going on. And it's hard to catch up. It's hard to keep up with all the content because we're live so often. So if you can't watch everything live, check us out on YouTube. Check us out on YouTube instead. Socials. There we go. Check us out on YouTube, as we do upload onto YouTube on a daily basis, so there's plenty of content on YouTube. And if you want to help support us, Patreon is the place to be. Our Patreon does fund our regular events, our monthlies and our weeklies. So if you want to help support the players and StarCraft, you can do so via Patreon. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for support. Did a B stream where Kuro casts. I mean, very often Kuro is also working as well. I should emphasize that. Like, usually when one of us isn't casting, we're working on other things, working on socials, on graphics, on VODs, like non-stop StarCraft, basically. Like, whenever I'm not casting, I'm also just editing VODs and working on VODs as well. So usually we're just working in a different capacity. But yeah, with that, thanks for watching. Thanks for support. We do appreciate it. And we'll see you guys later on tonight or tomorrow for some more StarCraft action. Until then, thanks for watching. See you next time. Ciao, baby, ciao. See you next time. Hasta luego.